Hello Pisces, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for July 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, odds are there's a message in this reading for you. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box there's a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and watch the July 2025 predictive reading of your choosing. Keep in mind, my love, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. Some people do. Please don't. It just means that one message is meant for another Pisces or Pisces placement watching. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit at all, you're welcome to check another placement. If you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetarot.com, for more information. And keep in mind, my dear, that the days and times on my website are in the Eastern time zone, not your time zone. However, there is a handy free time zone calculator on the site that you can utilize to see what day and time the reading actually is for you and your region of the world. So with all that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Piscean collective now for July 2025. What does Pisces need to know about July 2025? I just saw the moon card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What does Pisces need to know for July 2025? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. In the heart of your spread, my darling, we have the Two of Cups. In the top row, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. Flanking the Two of Cups, we have the Five of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And in the bottom row, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Welcome back, Pisces. Bottom of the deck now, looking into August, you have Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ten of Wands. I'm going to take this to the Three of Swords, to the Queen of Swords. That leaves the King of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Moon here at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's dive into these messages. I'm using the After Tarot deck to clarify your messages. The cards in this deck have a slightly different meaning, so I'll give you those as we progress forward in your reading today. So let's clarify these cards now for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. For July 2025, my darling, we are clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the High Priestess, Five of Cups, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. For July 2025, what does Pisces need to know? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Nine of Pentacles is being clarified by the Nine of Cups. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. The High Priestess, clarified by the Sun. Five of Cups, clarified by the Lovers. Two of Cups, clarified by Queen of Wands. Knight of Cups, clarified by Nine of Pentacles. Got a couple repeating cards here. Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, clarified by the Emperor. Ooh la la. And the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, again, little sneak peek now into August. We have a King of Swords. We have a Knight of Pentacles. And we have Judgment. I got to take this. Knight of Swords to the Chariot, and the Tower. That leaves the Six of Wands, High Priestess, Temperance here, Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to do the whole two timeline reading here, although maybe I should. I definitely have like 98% of you watching are on the new timeline. Bravo to you. You've come a long way, baby, and you are looking effing fantastic. I do have like that 2, maybe 3% of you that are still struggling to move on onto the timeline. So I'm just going to throw out your messages as they come through, but I really want to focus on the majority that have made this very big life-altering movement here because it's been like monumental for the Pisces collective. So let me tell you how I have the 9-card spread layout. We got a third, and a third for the month of July. First row is like the first 10 days of the month. Middle row, middle portion of the month. And the last row here is like the final 10 days of the month. And in the heart of your spread is the overall general energy that you will be encompassing in the month of July. Two of Cups to the Queen of Wands. I can't tell you how much I love this. This is glow up energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. You're looking good, you're smelling good, you're feeling good, your heart chakra is open. Whether you are single or partnered, doesn't really make a difference here. This is your reading, it's your energy. You're feeling good and you're connecting with soulmates in your life, whether they are like they've been in your life a long time, or maybe for some of you, this is someone new. but you're just like, this is an equal exchange of love between you and other people in your life. So the heart chakra for the Pisces collective has been like cracked wide open here in the month of July, and you're feeling really good about the choices and decisions that you've made in your life that brought you to this place, because it hasn't been easy. I know, I've been doing your readings and you've been living the readings. So it's been incredibly difficult for the Pisces collective. You've gone through heartbreak, you've gone through trauma, you've gone through some really serious letdowns and disappointments in the last year, and you're bouncing back like better than ever in the month of July. And if you're in that 2 or 3% where you're still holding on, you're missing out on a world of luck, love, and abundance. It's really all I can say to you. But for those of you on the timeline, on this new timeline, it took great strides to get you here. I know it wasn't easy, but you made it. And July is kind of like you dusting the dust off your shoulders and looking in the mirror and going, wow, you've come a long way, baby. And you have. So heart chakra here, wide open for the Piscean collective, looking good, smelling good, feeling good, and enjoying the mutually beneficial and reciprocal connections in their life, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic. You're starting off the month, Nine of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups, the two most singular cards here in tarot. Again, doesn't matter if you're partnered or single. This is you feeling really good in your skin. Again, you've come a long way. You've acknowledged the trials and tribulations that you've gone through. You've overcome some monumental obstacles in your life, and you're feeling good, and you're seeing progress. That's the one thing. It's really easy for people to go, oh, you'll get through it. You'll get through that dark tunnel. The light's on the other side, blah, 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 blah. But you lived it. And in the month of July, you're starting off the month looking back at that dark tunnel and you're like, holy shit, I really did come a long way. And you're feeling really good. You're seeing the results of your hard effort, the trauma cleansing that so many of you have been experiencing and going through and healing those old wounds. I mean, July is the month where you're just kind of like busting out of the jail cell. That's followed by the Three of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. Again, opening up your heart chakra, investing in situations, environments, or connections that bring you joy, bring you happiness, bring you a sense of community. These are very loving connections, professional, platonic, or romantic, and you're eager and willing to invest in them, to find new ones, to nurture the existing ones in your life, provided they are reciprocal in nature. And for a lot of you, that was a lesson that you had to learn. You were in a connection or connections that just were not reciprocal in nature. And it looks like most of you, if you're single, you found peace with the fact that I don't need to be in connections that are detrimental to me, that rob me of all that I have and leave me depleted. So for those of you that are single, at the start of the month, you're like, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I would rather be single and be abundant and nurture myself and get out there into the world and connect with people I know, or maybe even meet new people and really nurture the connections that are reciprocal in nature. And if you're partnered, this is just you really enjoying your partnership here in the first 10 days of the month. We then move over to the High Priestess, to the Sun card. I mean, you've learned some valuable lessons in the past year. And if you do an internet search on the High Priestess, it's one of my favorite cards in the entire 78 card tarot deck, because, you know, and I don't want to get into the whole history of the High Priestess, but this is an individual who possesses all of the knowledge of the universe. Now, I'm not saying you possess all of the knowledge and secrets of the universe, but I'm saying that you are walking into the month of July holding on to that scroll. In the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the High Priestess is holding a book. In other decks, the individual is holding a paper or scrolls or a book of some kind. That's the book of knowledge. That is the book of experience. And so you're entering the month of July here. And for some of you, this process started like in October of last year. Others of you kind of hopped onto this timeline in March of this year. But it's been a long road. It's been a long struggle. And although you're leaving the pain of the past behind, you're carrying with you the knowledge that those experiences gave you. And because of that, you are not doomed to repeat those lessons again. You'll have other lessons in life. We all do. That's life. But those particular lessons about being in connections that aren't reciprocal in nature, or allowing past trauma to affect your current connection, like, you're not doing that anymore. And because of that, you are really walking into July like with your heart wide open. You're open to new connections, nurturing your current connections. You've got love on the brain. You have stability on the brain. This is you feeling 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Again, whether you're single or you're partnered is kind of irrelevant to the reading. You're just very happy that you've come through a very dark period of time, and bravo to you. Some of you are really like kind of having a makeover here. If you haven't had if you haven't had it in June, you probably will have it in July. This could be like updating your wardrobe, getting your hair done differently, trying on different colognes, perfumes, taking better care of your skin. There's this overall feeling of, I've come a long way. And now that I'm feeling good and I'm feeling abundant, I really want to nurture myself just a little bit more. So for some of you, you literally could be making some changes to your appearance in that respect. This is flanked by Five of Cups to the Lovers. I can't tell you how happy I am, because even though when you think back to these connections, you know, situations, environments, experiences that you had in the past that maybe didn't pan out the way that you thought that they would, there's regret there, but you're not carrying the heavy burden, the emotional baggage that seems to have been like left behind in June. You're like, I'm not taking that forward anymore. I'm tired of carrying around that bag of emotional trauma with me. And it's an active choice that you're making here with the Lovers card. If you are a single Pisces, the middle portion of the month very well could have you coming almost face to face with a new soulmate here on your path. For most of you, this will be a romantic love interest. You find this person to be intriguing. They are, as much as they are like you, they are different than you. I think that's what you like about them. There's common ground here with this individual, but they're interesting to you. They're not boring. And this is someone who wants to exchange love with you. So they are single and they're looking for a long-term partnership. And you here appear to be single and in a long-term, desiring a long-term partnership. And for those of you already in this new connection, you're feeling really good about it. The two of you are choosing one another. You're really nurturing this connection together. And then we have the Knight of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. Again, if you are a single Pisces, this definitely appears to be a love offer, a new soulmate, soul bond here being put on your path. Now, you don't have to take this. You don't have to make yourself available or vulnerable to meet this person. But should you desire to get out there into the 3D world, to lower your walls just a little bit, to be vulnerable enough to meet this person, or maybe to create a dating profile, yeah, you've got this person on path here. And for others of you, you already have this person in your life. This person sees you as like everything. You're solid, you're grounded, you're stable, you're structured. They love the way you take care of yourself. This is someone who could be making a very loving gesture towards you in the middle portion of the month. They could be taking you out on a date, surprising you with a gift. For some of you, this is like taking you out to dinner. And for others of you, depending on how far you are in your relationship, this very well could be discussions of the future and maybe even a proposal of marriage or the discussion of such. It's fantastic. Bottom row here, last 10 days, Wheel of Fortune to the Four of Pentacles. Love the Four of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck because we've got Mr. Grim Reaper here from the Scorpio card, right, from the Death card. So the past is officially done. You're over it. Is there some lingering remorse or regret? Yeah, but you're not holding on to it anymore. You're very future focused. You're moving forward. This is Jupiterian energy. You're excited about what the future can bring. Again, whether you are single or partnered, life is just looking really, really good here. You've got the Ace of Wands to the Emperor. If you're single, you could be deciding like launch your own business, start a new project. It could be around your home, could be learning a new hobby, getting out there with friends. You're taking full control of your life and you are moving towards situations, environments, or connections that set your soul on fire. If you're single, you're not afraid to open yourself up and become passionate with an individual here that you appear to be meeting. I mean, for some of you, this could be maybe the first time you're actually becoming intimate with this individual. That's possible. Ace of Wands is the phallic symbol of tarot. So it's great energy. I can't read this poorly in any way, whether you're single or partnered. It really looks like if your heart chakra was a coconut, someone took like an axe or something to it and split it wide open. It's such a beautiful energy. And you're ending it with Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Cups. You're making slow and steady progress, again, with connections in your life, whether they're from the past or they're new ones that you're meeting. You're just taking it very slow. You're looking for solid, stable connections. And again, if you're currently with someone, this very well could be discussions in respect to the future. Now, for those of you on the old timeline, 2-3% of you, I don't want to leave you out of the equation. It looks like you're beginning the month of July wanting to be single, wanting to invest in yourself, wanting to find happiness. You're listening to your intuition when it comes to making the choice to leave someone pretty significant here in your life. I don't know what the shift or change was for you. Obviously, something here transpired in the month of June, and it looks like you're I almost want to call it radical acceptance that the past is the past and it can't be changed, and you're not allowing it to hold yourself back. So for those of you who kind of been clinging to the back of that bumper for quite some time, it looks like something transpired either within the last couple of weeks of June or within the first maybe 2 weeks of July that's going to allow you to release what that has been for you. There's definitely an ending here in that respect for those of you on that old timeline. You're letting go of something you've held on to for a long time. You're taking the reins and control of your life, and you're moving forward ever so slowly, but you're kind of leaving the past in the past here. Let's take a little look now at August. Going back to the first timeline there that the majority of you seem to be on. I mean, look at this, making the choice again to open up your love. Despite any burdens or hardships or heartbreaks that you've had in the past, you're not allowing any of this to hold you back from having real love in your life. So this feel-good energy of July, you're carrying it with you into August. And again, you might get a little nervous here middle of August. Maybe this new relationship is moving too quickly. Maybe the existing one is moving too quickly. And that could make you a little nervous because the last time you went all in, you know, into the deep end of the pool, you kind of found yourself drowning. I get that. But with this Queen of Swords, you're going to see it very clearly. It's almost like I can't judge this current person based upon the experiences of the past person. And we see that here again. Queen of Swords, I got the King of Swords. You're seeing things clearly. You're like, well, I'm just going to take it slow. I'm not going to judge this person based on what I've gone through in the past. It's a judgment call that you're making in that respect. I'm slaying these doubts, fears, insecurities. Remember, we saw the Moon card on the pre-shuffle. So in the After Tarot deck, you know, the Knight of Swords is slaying the dragon, basically. The past is the past, and it's dead and it's gone. Like it's done. There's no bringing it back. There's skeletal remains here. So I kind of think you're just officially in August, leaving the past in the past. You're no longer judging this new person or these new people, right? If they're platonic connections, you're just not judging them anymore. And it's this aha epiphany moment that I need to really move forward in my life. I have this good person or good people in my life, and I'm feeling good. Victory, right? With that Six of Wands and with the High Priestess energy here, again, it's like I'll keep an eye out for the red flags, but this feels too good for me to allow the past to overshadow it in any way. It's almost like you're battling yourself inside for a little bit here in the month of August. Like, okay, all right, it feels too good, feels too good. I remember last time it felt too good, blah, blah, blah happened. And then it's like parties like, shut up already, Pisces. This feels really fucking good. Just enjoy it. That's kind of what's transpiring here in the month of August. So I love it for you. For those of you where you are moving, you know, finally leaving the past in the past and you're moving forward, it looks like in the month of August, you are officially severing ties with that individual. You're feeling way too good and way too confident. Again, I don't know what transpired here, but it looks like this is like the official ending of this connection for those of you like still clinging on to that past timeline. And I don't know who this is for you. Could be a friend, could be a business partner you're separating from, could be a lover, could be a family member. I just know that you're officially putting an end to it. It's breaking your heart to do that in some respect because, again, you held on to this for as long as you could, but you want victory in life, in partnerships, and connections, and you're starting to realize that the people around you are really happy and you're not, and so something's got to give. So you're seeing it very clearly. Who or what is making you sad, depressed, dragging you down, holding your life back from forward movement. And it looks like you're officially severing those ties in August. So it looks like you'll soon be on the timeline for the rest of this collective. I like this message. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that tower just because I'm being called to do it. I'm going to use both of your decks here to do that. So let's clarify the tower for Pisces for August. Now remember, energy is fluid. Anything can change between now and then. I'm reading this in June, right? It's June 29th today. So anything can change, but right now that's the energetic snapshot. So let's see what that's all about. Clarifying that tower to the Chariot. I feel like it's victory. You're leaving that person behind. And for others of you, you're moving forward with these, you know, these other connections in your life. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. Chariot to the Tower. Nine of Wands. Six of Wands. I don't even want to clarify it further, but I will. Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles. That's exactly what it is. Look, justice. For some of you, you're filing for divorce, or maybe your divorce is final in the month of August. It'll be different for all of you. or you're severing that contract, right? If it's not marital and it's not like a business professional contract that you're breaking, maybe you're breaking a lease and you're deciding to move in July, and this is like you officially giving your notice to your landlord or listing your house up for sale. For others of you, you're breaking a significant soul contract that's left you battered, wounded, weary, and you want to move forward again towards these connections. Three of Pentacles, where you can come together with people and work together. I feel like whomever, whatever this was, it just wasn't working for you anymore. You weren't growing in that situation, environment, or connection. And you see that now. You really, really see that now. For others of you, when you're on this new timeline, yeah, I think you're letting the past be in the past. It's like, yeah, am I wounded and weary from what I've gone through? Yeah, but this feels too freaking good, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to take it slow. Three of Pentacles. I'm not going to, again, jump into the deep end of the pool, and if I do, I'm going to keep my floaties on. Is kind of the feeling here, but this feels too good for me to, to not enjoy it. So I like that for you a lot. We'll close it off with some oracle cards, and then of course the kippers. Nice reading, very nice reading. You've come a long way, baby. I might call your video that. You've come a long way. One card here for the first 10 days. That was quick. Yeah, look at you, raising, promoting, elevating. It even says congratulations on the card. Middle portion of the month. Okay. Excuse me. Final 10 days here of the month. Oh, very nice. Detoxing your friendships, detoxing your life. Could not come in a better placement here, especially with that Four of Pentacles card there in the After Tarot deck. So I'll read these to you in a second. I just want to get you a couple more of these. One card here for the first 10 days, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Got a flipper there. Ah, beautiful. Middle portion of the month. And the final 10 days of the month. Man, when the message is on point, didn't I say your heart chakra is like busted wide open? You just got heart awakening. All right. Anyway, let's get into your message. First 10 days. Congratulations. You are now receiving an increase in your abundance flow. This is what awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and your willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Light activation, shine your light. You're doing that. High Priestess to the Sun card. It means the happiest card in the deck. It's also the brightest card in the deck. Your internal guidance, High Priestess, is coming through loud and clear. You are following your intuition. Doubts, fears, insecurities, don't know them. Don't want to know them. They have no place in my life this month. That if I'm speaking like you, that's what this feels like. Clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, now I know buying organic is expensive. It's not what the card is telling you to do. It's just saying, remember I said you're taking better care of yourself in that Queen of Wands energy. I feel like this is just doubling down on that message. Maybe this is the time in the middle portion of the month where you're like, you know what, I want to start, now that I'm feeling better and I've detoxed, cleansed my life of, all of those horrible karmic energies that I've had. Yeah, maybe some of you want to start exercising or eating better. Nothing wrong with that. By doing that, you will increase your energy levels and therefore your ability to manifest. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships to you. And then you have soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. Now you understand the connection between all things. And that's the feeling here. I know exactly why that person, place, or thing was in my life, why it fell apart the way it did. I'm speaking like you. I've got my scroll here, right? I've got all of my experiences and my lessons. And now I understand why everything had to happen. I wouldn't be here had that worked out. Because if that worked out, you would have been miserable in that. There was no working that out in the past. That's what you're realizing here. And in the final 10 days of the month, you have detox your connections. You cannot make it up. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you spend the most time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. And that's what you're doing. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, slow and steady here. Knight of Pentacles. So be discerning about your association and your relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. That's what the majority of you have done. And for those of you who haven't, it looks like that's the decision you're making in the final 10 days of the month. You then have psychic insight. Odin, your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. It's what you've been doing here. And then you've got heart awakening. Lady Nada, awaken to acceptance and divine love you can now receive in balance. I love it. Fantastic way to close out your reading. Let's get you some kippers. I couldn't be happier and prouder for you, man. I've been doing your readings collectively now on YouTube for about 13 months. And you were doing okay. And then there was like a lot of wobbling back and forth last summer. And by autumn of 2024, I started seeing the shift. Some of you just slowly leaving away these very toxic connections and then quickly ending up in another one, and then that would crash and burn. So I kind of been on this roller coaster ride with you, but I only get to see and feel the energy. You've actually lived it. And I know how hard it was for me to see and feel it. I can't imagine what some of you have been through. And so when I tell you that you've come a long way, you have. You should do something really nice for yourself. Don't go into debt doing it, but go out at some point in the month of July and buy yourself something nice, whatever it is. Let it be reasonable. Don't go into debt over it, but you deserve it. You really have come a long fucking way. And I don't even care at this point if I get demonetized on the video. I'm just so proud and happy for you. 2 cards here for the first 10 days of the month. We've got main female. And we've got great fortune. I mean, ding, ding, ding for the win. Main female, main man, it doesn't matter. You realize that the most valuable thing that you have is you. And you're only connecting with people who see that. Yep, Lover's card at the bottom of the deck. Love it. Middle portion of the month now, mid-month. 2 cards, please, for Pisces. Just saw official person, coffin. Remember I said you're going to leave the past in the past. You're like, yeah, I remember that. Yep, that really sucked. But I'm making the choice to not bring it in the past to me. Over. Done. Those of you leaving another connection, over. Done. You are the official person in your life. You're taking charge here. Large and in charge. Bottom of the deck, false person, bad health. You're realizing that those connections, they were false soulmates, or they were karmic soulmates, or they were just bad for your health, bad for your emotional health, your mental health, your financial health. I mean, for some of you, this person and these people really put you through the mill, and you're seeing them clearly. And for those of you still holding on, your eyes are being wide open. Your third eye is being cracked open almost as much as your heart at this point, and you're realizing exactly who this person or these people are. And the final 10 days of the month here for Pisces. Journey, whole new beginning. I love this for you. Let's get one more card here. Love it. Bags are packed, moving forward. Okay, got a couple of cards here. Look, mature man, community, you've got marriage here. You have new soulmate, soul bond connections in your life. If you're willing to get out into the community, right? If you're willing to be vulnerable, that's what's waiting for you. Unexpectedly. I'm so excited for you. Yeah, new soulmate, soul bond contracts. For some of you, they may lead to marriage or long-term commitment, however you define that. It might take a little bit of you getting out, of your comfort zone, especially those of you who've been single for a while, but it's there for the taking. Wealthy man, distant horizons. If you do this, if you do choose to move forward on this path with this person, or meeting this new person, or even leaving that person officially, like in the past, your entire life will change within the next 3 to 6 months. I assure you, this is the timing card here, and that's what's flanking the wealthy man and the pathway. So wealthy man, wealthy woman, doesn't matter, I don't read body parts. You making the decision to go in this other direction radically changes your life, whether you stay in this connection or you decide to become vulnerable and meet someone else. So I kind of feel like you are breaking free, and yeah, maybe I'll just call it you're opening your heart chakra. I don't know. I'm just so goddamn proud of you. Congratulations, Pisces. Next to Capricorn, you have the second best reading for the month of July, and you deserve it probably more than anyone else in the zodiac. And before I get criticized, I'm not a Pisces. I have no Pisces placements. My person is not a Pisces. He has no Pisces placement. I don't think I have any friends that I interact with on a regular basis that are Pisces. So I'm not being like, there's no other way. I dare you to get a tarot reader to look at this and say that it's anything other than magnificent. It's magnificent. So here's looking at you, kid. Really proud of you. That's what I have for you for July 2025. If you liked any of these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.